The morning was cold, biting at Ethan's fingers as he waited on the Chicago platform. He clutched his battered guitar case, eyes heavy from a late night of music. The train screeched in, doors opening to a rush of warm, stale air. Inside, people stood shoulder to shoulder, lost in their own worlds. Ethan squeezed in, leaning his guitar against his leg, watching the city blur past. He felt the familiar loneliness of the morning commute. Faces surrounded him, students, businessmen, dreamers, all strangers, all alone together. The rhythm of the train echoed the stuck feeling in his mind. Melodies swirled, but words wouldn't come. He searched the crowd for inspiration, hoping for a sign, a spark, anything. The world outside was grey, the carriage silent except for the train's steady drumbeat. Ethan closed his eyes, wishing for something to break through the monotony. He sighed, feeling inspiration slip further away, lost in the cold Chicago air. The city moved on, indifferent. Another day, another ride, another song waiting to be found. He wondered if today would be any different. The train rattled on, carrying him and his dreams into the heart of the city. Then he saw her. Across the crowded train, her eyes met his, just for a second. In that instant, the noise faded. It was as if they were alone. Her gaze was warm, kind, and for a heartbeat, Ethan felt seen. They shared a silent smile, a wordless understanding. It was a fleeting connection, a reminder that even in a city of millions, you can feel less alone. He wondered about her story, her dreams, the gentle light in her eyes. But then, he noticed her hand resting in another's, a quiet, bittersweet chord. She belonged to someone else. The moment shifted, tinged with sadness, but still beautiful. Ethan felt no jealousy, only acceptance. Their connection was real, even if it was brief. It was a passing note in the song of her life. He let the moment settle, grateful for its quiet magic. The train slowed for the next stop. She stood, gathering her things, her companion rising beside her. Ethan's heart sank. He knew this was goodbye. He wanted to speak, but words would only break the spell. She moved toward the door, the crowd parting. He stayed rooted, knowing her story wasn't his to change. Some moments are meant only to be felt, not pursued. At the door, she glanced back. One last look, a silent farewell. In her eyes, he saw gratitude, understanding, and goodbye. She smiled softly, then disappeared onto the platform. The doors closed, the train moved on. The space she left felt colder, emptier. But Ethan didn't feel sad. He felt inspired. The brief connection had awakened something inside him. That afternoon, Ethan returned home, the memory of the train lingering. He set down his guitar case, feeling alive for the first time in weeks. He picked up his guitar, letting the moment guide his fingers. A gentle melody emerged, bittersweet, hopeful. Words flowed easily. A cold morning, a crowded train, a stranger's eyes, a silent goodbye. The song wasn't about loss, but about beauty found in fleeting moments. He called it Train Car Serenade. The woman would never hear it, but that didn't matter. The song was for him, a reminder that inspiration can come from the briefest connections. Sometimes a moment is all it takes. Beauty is everywhere, even on a crowded train. You just have to be open enough to see it.
8:17 on the Chicago line, cold air creeping through the sliding doors. Guitar case resting by my side, same old dream I've had before. City rising made of steel, morning light on window glass. I was just another face, till I saw you looking back. You tucked your hair behind your ear like you didn't know I noticed. And in that second, crystal clear, everything felt open. You're beautiful, like the skyline in the snow. And I don't even know your name, but I don't wanna let this go. For a moment I was yours, in a way you'll never know. Yeah, you're beautiful, but you weren't mine to hold. Your hand was wrapped in someone else's, fingers laced like history. He leaned in close, you smiled at him, but you were still looking at me. Name written on my battered case, you traced it with your eyes. Like maybe you were wondering what kind of songs I write. Clarkin Lake was coming fast, I could feel the ending near. Funny how a stranger's glance can leave you standing here. You're beautiful, like the city after rain. And I know this train keeps moving on, but I wish that it would wait. For a second we were still in a world that wouldn't break. Yeah, you're beautiful, that's all I get to say. Maybe in another life we'd get off at the same stop. Maybe I'd be brave enough to give you everything I've got. But some songs are only written for a moment passing by. 3 short stops in Chicago, and the rest is just goodbye. You're beautiful, and that's enough for me. I don't need a fairy tale or what we couldn't be. You were just a quiet light in a crowded memory. Yeah, you're beautiful, and you'll always